When people talk about a standard motorcycle, they're usually talking about the purest, most honest form of motorcycling. This is the kind of bike that doesn't try to shout or show off, but instead focuses on doing everything well enough that you can live with it every single day. From the moment you look at it, the design feels familiar and approachable. Upright stance, exposed engine, simple body panels, and a balanced silhouette that doesn't lean too far into sport or cruiser territory. It's the kind of motorcycle that looks just as natural parked outside a cafe as it does rolling through traffic or cruising down an open road. The riding position is one of the biggest strengths here. You sit upright with a natural bend in your arms, your feet placed comfortably beneath you rather than stretched forward or tucked aggressively back. This makes long rides less tiring and city riding much easier, especially for newer riders. Visibility is excellent, giving you confidence in traffic, and the neutral ergonomics mean riders of different heights and experience levels can feel at home almost instantly. Underneath that simple exterior, the engine is usually tuned for smoothness and usability rather than outright speed. Whether it's a single-cylinder, parallel twin, or inline-four, the focus is on strong low and mid-range power. This means you don't have to constantly chase high RPMs to make progress. Twist the throttle and the bike responds predictably, pulling cleanly from low speeds and delivering power in a way that feels friendly instead of intimidating. For everyday riding, commuting, or relaxed highway cruising, this kind of power delivery just makes sense. Performance-wise, a standard motorcycle isn't about breaking lap records, but that doesn't mean it's boring. Acceleration is usually more than enough for real-world riding, with smooth gear changes and a clutch that's light and forgiving. The transmission is designed to be easy to use, whether you're a beginner learning the basics or an experienced rider who just wants a stress-free ride. On the highway, the bike feels stable and planted, while in the city it stays nimble and easy to maneuver. Handling is another area where standard motorcycles shine. Thanks to a balanced chassis and relatively neutral suspension setup, the bike feels predictable and confidence-inspiring. It leans naturally into corners without feeling twitchy, and it straightens up smoothly as you exit. The suspension is usually tuned to absorb bumps and rough roads comfortably, making it well-suited for real-world conditions rather than perfect racetrack asphalt. This makes the ride comfortable without feeling too soft or disconnected from the road. Braking performance is typically straightforward and reliable. Disc brakes at the front and rear provide consistent stopping power, and on modern standard motorcycles, ABS is often included for extra safety. The brakes are tuned to be progressive, so you don't get that sudden, jerky bite that can surprise new riders. Instead, you get controlled, predictable stopping that builds confidence over time. In terms of features, standard motorcycles keep things simple but practical. You'll usually find a clean, easy-to-read instrument cluster showing speed, RPM, fuel level, and trip information. On newer models, this may include a digital or semi-digital display, sometimes even offering Bluetooth connectivity for navigation alerts or call notifications. Lighting is often modern and efficient, with LED headlights and taillights improving visibility while giving the bike a contemporary touch. Fuel efficiency is another big selling point. Because these motorcycles aren't overly heavy or aggressively tuned, they tend to deliver excellent mileage. This makes them affordable to run, especially for daily commuting or long-distance touring on a budget. Maintenance is also generally simpler and cheaper compared to high-performance sport bikes, with easier access to components and longer service intervals. One of the most underrated strengths of a standard motorcycle is its versatility. It's a blank canvas. You can ride it stock and enjoy it as a comfortable daily machine, or you can customize it to match your personality. Add a windscreen for touring, softer luggage for weekend trips, or change the seat and handlebars for a more personalized fit. Some riders even transform standard motorcycles into café racers, scramblers, or light tourers, which speaks volumes about their adaptable nature. For beginners, a standard motorcycle is often the perfect starting point because it teaches proper riding fundamentals without overwhelming the rider. For experienced riders, it can feel like a refreshing return to basics, offering pure riding enjoyment without unnecessary complexity. It's not about chasing trends or extreme performance numbers. It's about balance, comfort, and real-world usability. In the end, a standard motorcycle stands out not because it tries to be the fastest or flashiest, but because it does almost everything well. It's practical, comfortable, reliable, and genuinely enjoyable to ride in nearly any situation. Whether you're commuting, exploring back roads, or just riding for the joy of it, this type of motorcycle proves that sometimes simplicity really is the ultimate sophistication.